Now we're going to talk about combination. What is a combination? Combination, first of all, repetition is not allowed. When we say repetition is not allowed, we have arrangement. Arrangement where order is important. Order of picking is important. First of it, as we said, the first one is white, the second one is red, etc. The combination, repetition is not allowed, but order is not important. We don't care about the order. I want to pick 2 students from the class, so I want to pick any 2. The order is not important, but however, if I'm going to say I'm going to pick a student, 2 students, the first one is going to get +10, the second one is going to get +20, so order here is important. So combination, we have less choices. Why less choices? For example, 512 is different in arrangement is 521. So 2 choices. You may have 251, 252, and you have 6 choices. In combination, this is all 1. The 6 will be 1. All are the same. So combination, you have less choices. And here, what is the formula of combination? The formula of combination is combination. Either you write it as CPN, or it's denoted, you're going to use mostly the parentheses P out of N. By formula, it's n factorial over n minus p factorial. This is the arrangement, but we divide it in combination by p factorial. For example, if you want to do combination here, 3 out of 7, it is 7 factorial. 7 factorial over 7 minus 3 factorial, and you add to it 3 factorial. In other words, 7 factorial over 4 factorial, like we did in arrangement, we said you want to go from 7 3 times, so 765, and you divide it by the factorial of 3 to 1. Without the denominator, this is called arrangement. With the denominator, it's called combination. For example, 4 out of 11, it's 11 factorial over 4 factorial, and 11 minus 4, 7 factorial. Or you go from 11 4, 11 10 9 8. This is the arrangement. If you divide it by the 4 here, 4 factorial, it will be the combination. Always in combination, 0 out of n and n out of n. If you want to pick 0 out of n and n out of n, it's 1. Don't forget, in arrangement, 0 out of n is 1. In arrangement, n out of n, it's a permutation, it's n factorial. In combination, n out of n. Suppose I entered in the class, I said I want to pick the whole class. How many choices I have? 1. But if I say the first one I'm going to get to pick is +1, the second one is +2, the third one +3, etc. This is permutation and factorial. 1 out of n is n. Like in arrangement, it's the same. And n minus 1 out of n is n. You can see here the example. The most important in here, what I want to say, if you want to pick in arrangement 4 out of 7, and if you want to, in combination 3 out of 7, this is the same. Why the same? If you want to solve it, 4 out of 7, we said we go from 7 4 times, 7, 6, 5, 4 over 4 3 to 1. 4 3 2 1. 4 and 4 cancel out, and if you do it 7 out of 3, so 7 6 5 over 3 2 1. You see it's the same. So always, guys, in combination, not in permutation, only in combination, if you have 5 out of 9, for example, it's the same as you do 5 minus 9 is 9 minus 5 is 4. For example, if you have 3 out of 8, it's the same as 8 minus 3 is 5 out of 8. Okay, so that's why if you have 0 out of n, and if you do n minus 0, so it's n out of n, which is 1. And if you do 1 out of n, it's the same as n minus 1 out of n, which is n. Okay, so this is all the same. In calculator, combination is shift divide. Shift times is permutation, shift divide is combination. So we said combination, as we said here. Let us do this very fast. 0, anything you have 0, it's 1, and if the numbers are the same, it's 1. 1 out of 7 is 7. 6 out of 7 is like 7. 1 out of 7. 7 minus 1 is 6. 7. 3 out of 5. No, this is wrong. 3 out of 5 is not 1. Here we're going to say 5 out of 5 is 1. Okay. 5 out of 8 is the same as 8 minus 5 is a 3. So you go 3 times. So 8, 7, 6 over 3 to 1. 7 out of 11 is the same as 11 minus 7, 4 out of 11. So we said combination. In combination, order is not important, but repetition is not allowed. On a deck of 52 cards, how many possible outcomes of 5 cards we may get? Did I say the first card I want to be, for example, is specific? I want to pick any 5. So order or repetition not allowed, order not important. So it's a combination 5 out of 52. But if I say the first one I want X and the second one I want Y, in that case it will be a permutation. In an outcome of 13 cards from a deck of 52 cards, find all possible outcomes of getting 4 hearts and 2 spades. Here, how many cards I want to pick? I want to pick 13. In the 13 I want 4 hearts, 2 spades, and what is left? 7 cards. 7 cards can be diamond or club. So how many diamond and club we have? 26. So I want 4 hearts, so it's a combination 4 out of 13, 2 spade, 2 out of 13, and 7 diamond and club, so 7 out of 26. So combination. A card, 4 cards are drawn from a 52 cards. What the possibility of getting? So here, as you can see, order is not important. I want an ace only out of the 4 cards. So I have 1 out of 4. How many not ace? So 3 not ace. So if I have 4 aces, so not aces, it will be 52 minus 4. So it will be 3 out of 48. If I say the first one is an ace, so I'm going to get an ace and 3 not ace. So here order important. So I do a combination 1 out of 4, arrangement, and then 3 out of 48. However, I want an ace. I didn't say in which draw the ace will be. Ace of heart only. So I want 1 ace of heart. How many ace of heart I have in the card? 1. So 1 out of 1. And what is left? The 3 card, not ace of heart. So since I have only 1 ace of card, I'm left with 51 cards, not ace of heart. So it's a 3 out of 51 combination because order not important. I want 2 hearts and 2 not hearts. 2 heart is 2 out of 13. Not hearts, it can be spade, the club, diamond. Each one is 13, 2 out of 39. At least 3 aces. Either 3 aces and one not ace, yani 48, because you eliminate them from 52, 4 aces, or 4 aces and 0 not ace. 3 clubs. If you have 3 clubs, you need to have 1 not club. So 1 not club, I have 39 cards. So 3 out of 39, 13 and 1 out of 39. All of these are combination because repetition not allowed and order is not important. The troop of actors is formed of 4 boys and 7 girls. We want to pick 4 boys out of 9, and we want to pick 7 girls out of 10. How many troops are there? Did I say the troops, the order of the troop? I want to pick 4 and I want to pick 7. So combination 4 out of 9 and combination 7 out of 10. How possible troops we have if Rola is one of the chosen girl? I need to choose 4 boys, so it remains 4 out of 9. And for the girls, one I'm certain must be Rola. So how many Rola I have in the group? 1 out of 1. And remains, I want to pick 6 girls, not out of 10, because Rola already we know she's going to be picked. So 6 out of 9. And we have, as we said, 4 out of 9 the boys. How many troops are there if Rola and Walid? So how many Rola and Walid do we have? We have 2 out of 2. Instead of picking 4 boys, so we're going to pick 3 boys out of 8. And instead of picking 7 girls out of 10, we're going to pick 6 girls out of 9. Okay, now we're going to start by the problems. These problems are combination of everything. We're going to do it in a separate video. Thank you for listening.